Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Quarantine Choir. As always, I'm here slightly early to make sure I'm set up and do the sound checks and say hello to everybody. Great to see you all. Hope you're all having a good day today. 32 people online so far, that's brilliant. Don't forget the like button, folks, if you wouldn't mind. If you're new to the channel, a very warm welcome. My name's Ben. I hope you like the channel. It seems to be working as well, that's good. If you haven't subscribed, do please consider hitting subscribe. We're getting quite close to 2,500, which is great. Probably about 20 people off that, so if you haven't subscribed yet, please hit that button. It really helps us. So who is here? Hello, everybody. My goodness me. Hello, Jill and Michael and Albert and Julie and Leslie and Carolyn and Lisa and Anna. Wonderful to see everybody. Hello, Kathy and Eileen. Oh, splendid. And if I scroll up, I'm sure I'll see some other lovely people. Hello, Jane. I hope you managed to get the music sorted out, everybody. Hello, Leslie. Yeah, there are a couple of people who said that... Oh, hello, Ruth. Great to see you. A couple of people said that they couldn't get hold of the links. Can you double check for me, ladies and gents? I've checked at my end. If you can't access the music for today, then consider just going to Google and put in the name of the song, which is Shenandoah, and PDF. That's P for Peter, D for Delta, F for Foxtrot, and that should lead you to the wonderful website IMSLP, which is the Internet Music Sheet Library Project, or the Petrucci Library, and from there you can download the score for free. Fabulous. I'm just going to do a couple of quick bits of tinkly music on the piano to just check all is well. Now, I've just noticed my sound level's a little bit low, so I'm going to turn up the microphone. So if you've turned the volume up to compensate for this, you're going to want to take it down again. So let's just do a bit of a tweak here. Okay, so that's already quite a lot louder. And let's have a bit of piano. Okay, good. Let's just have a listen and check that it sounds right on here as well. That's already quite a lot louder. And let's have a bit of piano. Good, piano's working. All is well. So I hope everyone's having a nice day today. Let's have a look. Everyone's got their scores, links work. Weird, couldn't at first but can now. Brill. As long as it works now, that's great. You've got the score for Shenandoah, Blow the Wind, Southerly and the Water of Tyne. That's absolutely right, Julie. That's all I've got the scores for. So I don't have a score that I can share with you for the Island Herdmaid, but all the words, as always, will be on screen. All right, everybody? Great stuff. Well, so Janie's enjoying her new bright daylight bulbs in the sitting room, like sitting outside on a nice bright day. To be honest, I could do with some of those just outside. Here it is, grey and grizzly. We're all doing all right here, other than Anna's had to go and collect Katie from school because Katie is coughing a lot. So, yeah, we'll find out. She's literally just gone in the last 10 minutes. We had a phone call from school. Could you come and get Katie, please? She's coughing rather a lot. So we'll be getting her. We'll be getting a test for her at some point soon. And, yeah, we'll be dealing with that as we go. We'll be keeping Bobby home from school as well tomorrow. So during our two broadcasts, tomorrow we may have an extra couple of special guests in the form of Katie and Bobby, as long as they're not coughing. Quite an intense weekend all in, everybody. I think the Elijah performance, everybody involved with that on Saturday, well done. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you had lots and lots of fun. I do understand there were a few internet issues as we went along. I've checked the YouTube link. Thankfully, those don't seem to have been replicated. I'm afraid it's just down to our timing. If I'd known, I'd have got in touch with the Americans and asked them to call the election a little earlier, or maybe even to wait till after Elijah, because obviously, they really were rather inconsiderate with calling the election 2 hours before we went online. It slowed the internet down enormously. Very inconsiderate. Very inconsiderate. But that was great fun, and I hope everybody who went to the party had a good time. I haven't seen photos of the costumes yet, so if any kind soul would be willing, of course, no, it's not compulsory, but if anyone would be willing to send me some photos of some of these amazing costumes, that would be most appreciated, because I've heard they're great. So that was absolutely brilliant on Saturday, and then of course, yesterday, our Sacred Sing, everybody, thank you so much, not just for coming along, but all of your lovely messages. Yesterday morning was very, very emotional for me for a number of reasons. Obviously, it was the first time that you'd seen yourselves singing that lovely Ave Verum, and after I don't know how many months we've been online now. I've lost track. Started in March. It's now November. Must be 8 months or so, nearly. To be able to see you and hear you all together was a real treat. Now, I've had a few people send me additional videos and so on. People said that wasn't the right video. Well, that's exactly what I wanted. If you are on that recording and you want to send me, as a couple of people have done, a photograph or a video, please do. There is space. As you probably see, there's space at the top and at the sides. I can always make it slightly wider. This, however, will be the last update to it. So if you do want to be part of the Ave Verum video, people who've already taken part but just want to send me a photo or a video, please get that to me this week, please. And I will get that video on its own with the proper titles, and that will be up on YouTube next week. All right, so that was really, really emotional, everybody. Obviously, it's Remembrance Sunday. I will share with you, yesterday was the sixth, I should say, 6th anniversary of when I lost my dad. So yesterday was a tough one, and very important, and all the messages I had from you following that sacred thing were so supportive and so helpful, and I just want to thank you all for that. It was a very personal thing, but also an opportunity to share with the community. So I feel very grateful for having had the opportunity to put yesterday together and to have so many lovely people come along. So thank you, everyone. Music link is all good in Dublin. Brilliant, that's good to hear. Ruth, back to work in a minute. We'll catch up later. Cheers, Ruth. Thank you. And yep, Matthew and Sonny are very, very prominent on our video, as they should be. Hello, Lindsay. Oh, fabulous. Oh, thank you, Leslie. That's gorgeous of you to say. Oh, well done, everybody. I'm so glad. Now, Julie says she's going to send some costume pictures my way. Fantastic. I'll look forward to that, Julie. Oh dear, I'll prepare a suitable GIF to respond. Oh, thank you, Leslie. Fabulous. Well, look, I'm looking forward to today. I'm not going to do any fancy recordings or multi-tracking. It's just going to be good old-fashioned quarantine choir, singing live piano with mistakes, with out-of-tune notes and everything else. It's just going to be like the good old days. We haven't actually had a quarantine choir broadcast on a Monday since August. So it's nice to be here in front of you, everybody. Hello, Lane. Good to see you from Singapore. Good evening. Hello, Anne. Oh, thank you very much. It was extra special, Jean. Absolutely. Congratulations, Elijahs. I would agree. I'll be honest. The just quickly to talk about Elijah. If you haven't heard it, there is obviously the entire thing was wonderful and all produced by these wonderful musicians. The Fieri Consort and Ashley Riches was our soloist. But there is a movement in the second half. For those who haven't heard it, there's a movement in the second half called It Is Enough. Okay, and at some point I'm going to have a link which I can tweet out, maybe even later today. So keep an eye on my Twitter, at Mr. Ben England. You can follow me, even if you're not on Twitter, you can just put in Mr. Ben England, that's all one word, MR Ben England, Twitter, and you can find the Twitter feed on Google. You don't even need to be on it, you can follow it. And I'll tweet a link to It Is Enough. I've never heard this piece, and of course I know it very well, I've never heard it sung and performed so well, and I know all of the professional recordings. This is the best it's ever sounded, and we had this amazing cellist called Jasin Cheng, who is just a phenomenal soloist. She is married to a chap called Julian Lloyd Webber, who some of you may have heard of, who's the brother of a little-known composer called Lord Andrew Lloyd Webber. And turns out that Julian is going to be tweeting out a link to It Is Enough later on. And if we're lucky, Lord Lloyd Webber may do the same later on, which could be good for Self-Isolation Choir. So if you see any tweets from Andrew Lloyd Webber later on about It Is Enough, please do retweet and let everybody know, because that would be a great way to boost our numbers and get even more people around the world singing with us. So there we are. Oh, fantastic. So how's everybody doing? Hello, Breda, great to see you. Oh, lovely. Yeah, Jane's right. You will need tissues for It Is Enough. It is so powerful, so beautiful, so moving. I mean, just bear in mind, when you listen to these sad pieces and you get this emotional reaction, it's always important to go and have a cup of tea afterwards, or sing something uplifting, or just to kind of take yourself, once you've got yourself into that mood, then allow yourself to come out again. It's important, I think. Somebody I spoke to once compared these feelings as it's like a pressure cooker. Sometimes you feel it building up and you do need to let the steam out, but then once it's done, you put the lid back on and all's fine. Cheers. So, I don't tweet, says Glennis. Someone put it on Facebook. I'm sure someone will, Glennis. Absolutely. Do you know, I feel the same, Leslie. Leslie just said, I just scrolled down the list and I recognise almost every name. How lovely to start a week in your company in this community when I feel like I know and am known. Absolutely, I know just what you mean. This is the thing. When I was putting the video together for Ave Vera, my kids came in and they said, who are those people? And I said, that's the home choir. Who's that? And I said, that's Gina. I said, and that's Albert. And I said, and that's Norb. And that's, and it was lovely to be able to point out different people. In the home choir. Think about it now. Albert didn't send a photo, but it was Norb, and that is Leslie, and that is Charlotte, and it was just lovely to be able to sit and point everybody out. So let's do another one. What do you think? I think Jesu Joy would be a good one to do. I think they should be simple, straightforward. Okay, I don't want to do really, really big works yet, because these things do take time. But I think a bit of Jesu Joy and something for Christmas. Okay, so I'll get beavering. We'll get something for Christmas out first, I think. We'll keep Jesu Joy for next year. Well, everybody, we're going to be getting started in just a moment. So if I can invite you to make sure you have your drinks and all your refreshments and everything else handy. Did I notice, Gina, that there were two of you on the video? Well, I thought you said you were identical twins. Don't worry, as I said, the next video will be 50% less Brockbank, sadly. So, thank you so much for being here, everybody, and thank you for your comments. Do please continue to chat throughout the rehearsal, but we're going to get started. So I'm just going to click through to my first slide and say a very, very good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Quarantine Choir. It's Monday, and we've got Quarantine Choir. It's the first time in a very long time, and today, well, it's our folk song day today. So we've got some lovely, lovely music to look forward to. Songs like Lil Liza Jane, the Island Herdmaid, which we haven't sung for ever such a long time, Blow the Wind Southerly, the Water of Tyne, and our new song today is Shenandoah, this beautiful song from America. And thank you to Bill and Helen for suggesting this one. Great choice. I'm sure everyone's going to love it. So just a couple of things about this week coming up, of course. Tomorrow is our classical and opera day, and we're going to be having a look. I teased a bit of Baroque opera. I've changed my mind on that, ladies and gentlemen, having just looked at my resources and schedule. So tomorrow we're going to have a look at a rather unusual piece, a piece composed, folks, by a king. Okay. This is a piece composed by Henry VIII. It's called Pastime with Good Company, and we'll learn that one tomorrow. Now, when I say it was composed by Henry VIII, well, we'll see. I suspect, as with a lot of things with Henry VIII, he said he composed it, but in actual fact, some nice minstrel came in and played it for him, at which point Henry VIII said, that's a lovely tune, I wrote it. At which point the minstrel said, no, I wrote it. At which point Henry VIII said, off with his head, I wrote it. And so Henry VIII wrote it. So we're going to sing that one tomorrow. Great piece in 3 parts. And then we'll have our first deep dive, which is going to be a half-hour discussion, introduction to Baroque music. So that's the music of Bach and Handel and Purcell and Vivaldi and Lully and all of these wonderful, wonderful, wonderful composers. So it'll be a very, very straightforward. It's not going to be a music theory session. It's going to be aimed at absolutely everybody. So if you've never studied music history at all, have a go. Come along and see what you think. I'm going to try and pepper it with as many interesting facts as possible and relate it to stuff that we've already done. So tomorrow, 2 o'clock, classical opera, and then deep dive. There'll be 2 separate broadcasts, so do look out for those. So everyone, I think we should get started. So if I can invite you all to be upstanding, first of all. Thank you very much indeed. Take your feet, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to go full screen while we do the warm-up. Okay, so it's always good to be able to see you, so here we go. Ooh, marvellous. Great stuff. So if everybody is standing with those feet a shoulder's width apart, that's great. Putting your shoulders back for me with a nice long neck, and everybody take a nice deep breath in and blow the air out. And one more. Deep breath in and out. And one more. Why not? We deserve it. Really deep breath in. Gather up all that tension and blow it away from you. Fantastic. Everybody, roll your shoulders around for me. Thank you. And roll the shoulders forwards the other way. I'm just reading Gina's comments about her twin. Apparently Gina's twin is 20 minutes older than her and didn't I know it growing up. She made those minutes work for her. Absolutely. Shoulders up to your ears. It's always the thing with twins, isn't it? Take a nice deep breath and let your shoulders fall. I have a niece and nephew who are twins, and yeah, you can always tell which one's the oldest, even though it was literally, like Gina's, about 20 minutes. But it makes all the difference, apparently. So everybody, we're just going to let our head roll around gently. Just stretch those muscles out. Don't be too vigorous. This is just about, like you're about to do some physical activity, which we are. All right, and if you are still standing, that's great. Make those knees nice and soft, and maybe just swing your weight left and right between your hips until you feel your weight settle and you're feeling good and connected with the floor. And just on that, everybody, we're a really fantastic choir. You've heard this choir sing. And so what I want you to do is to take a really nice deep breath in and breathe out. And just continue to breathe deeply. And as you breathe deeply, I want you to feel specifically connected to everybody else in this choir, okay? Through our breath, through our singing, through our YouTube channel, we are all singing together. There are currently 72 people online all around the world, all singing and all breathing together. So feel that connection, folks. We are a choir. We're just practicing extreme choral distancing, okay? Ah, what a lovely feeling. So take that breath in, draw that strength from this lovely choir, and breathe that out. Fabulous. And of course, if you're not watching live, if you're watching later on, doesn't mean you're any less a member of this choir. We are all united in this wonderful endeavour. Now, let's do a bit of humming. So let's start here. Okay, so we're going to go up. We're going to go ya, 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 ya. And I really want you to make your jaw work on this one. Ready? And ya, 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 ya. And again, ya, 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 ya. Now, yeah, still with a nice tall mouth. And yeah, 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 yeah. And again, yeah, 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 yeah. And now yaw with a really tall mouth this time. And yaw, 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 yaw. Lovely. Do you see what I'm doing here? I'm just stretching it like toffee. Yaw, 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 yaw. It's not a desperately nice sound, but it's a very stretching sound. So let's try that one again with me. And yaw, 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 yaw. And again, yaw, 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 yaw. And one more. Let's have a ya. And yaw, 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 yaw. Thank you so much, everybody. Okay, what we're going to do to start with, I'm going to bring back the slides, I think. So bear with me just a moment. Here we go, split screen. Here we go. So our first song for today, everybody, is Lil Liza Jane, which we learned would have been in September, a long time ago. Doesn't it seem? Well, it seems like a million years since the start of September when Home Choir relaunched. And this was one of our first songs on our Folk Friday, if you recall, back in September. And if you don't know this one, it's a really, really simple little song. Let me remind you how it goes. It goes like this. I got a gal and you got none, Little Liza Jane. I got a gal who calls me hun, Little Liza Jane. Oh, Eliza, Little Liza Jane. Oh, Eliza, Little Liza Jane. Do you remember that one? Let's sing it together. I got a gal and you got none, Little Liza Jane. I got a gal who calls me hun, Little Liza Jane. Oh, Eliza, Little Liza Jane. Oh, Eliza, Little Liza Jane. Let's do the next verse. Come, my love, ready? Come, my love, and live with me, Little Liza Jane. I will take good care of thee, Little Liza Jane. Oh, Eliza, Little Liza Jane. Oh, Eliza, Little Liza Jane. Every morning, ready? Every morning when I wake, Little Liza Jane. Smell the ham and buckwheat cakes, Little Liza Jane. Oh, Eliza, Little Liza Jane. Oh, Eliza, Little Liza Jane. House and lot in Baltimore, ready? House and lot in Baltimore, Little Liza Jane. Lots of children round the door, Little Liza Jane. Oh, Eliza, little Liza Jane. Oh, Eliza, little Liza Jane. Last verse ready. Nevermore from you I'll roam, little Liza Jane. Very blessed place is home, sweet home, little Liza Jane. Oh, Eliza, little Liza Jane. Oh, Eliza, little Liza. One more time. Oh, Eliza, little Liza Jane. Oh, Eliza, little Liza Jane. Thank you very much indeed, ladies and gentlemen. Great stuff and a great way to start our sing today. So let's follow that with something very different, very, very contrasting indeed. That was quite a strident, fun song. This one is much more gentle, much sweeter. So this one is the Island Herdmaid. This is one of this wonderful collection of songs which was arranged by Margaret Kennedy Fraser. And anybody who's interested in finding the music for this, I can't share this link with you, but if you do Google Margaret Kennedy Fraser Eriskay Love Lilts, you will find a link to something which I can't share with you, as I say, but you'll find all the Love Lilts, can't say it, in that one collection. Okay, and so this one is the, where is it? It's the third one in that list if you want this, if you want to sing along, and hopefully you all do. This one, if you remember, the yarrow is this flower which as part of the story, if you pick the yarrow, it basically tells you what was it? I've got to get the right thing. Where was it? The yarrow is the plant one pulls on May Day to see how the love course is running. I just think that's one of the best musical directions I've ever seen on a score. So, yeah, you've got time to plant a yarrow if you want to pluck one on May Day to see how your love course is running. It's entirely up to you. Whether it works or not, I mean, I just want to say here, terms and conditions apply. You know, the pulling of the yarrow in no way guarantees you love or anything else in the year to come. Thank you. That sort of thing. Okay, so anyway, all silliness aside, this is a really lovely song. And so we're going to sing it together. I'm just going to put my keyboard into a pitch that human beings can sing along at. Okay, because this is a rather high song otherwise. Okay, here we go. Grows the yarrow in yonder grove, bites the yarrow and waters rove, dew o'er the dawn and dew o'er gloaming, keep thee fair till wakens love. Herds a maiden in yonder grove, laughter of streams in her eyes of love, sweet her call when flocks are wander, calls my heart, sweet herdmaiden she. Hide her beauty nor tell her name, two red cheeks like rasps in flame, innocent she as Mary Mother, calls my heart, sweet herdmaiden she. Last verse. Grows the yarrow in yonder grove, bites the yarrow and waters rove, dew o'er the dawn and dew o'er gloaming, keep thee fair till wakens love. Thanks, everybody. Well done. I'm now seeing various herbal remedies going on. Karen is saying yarrow is a traditional medicinal plant, grows all over the Isle of Wight in hedgerows. Well, there you go. So if you want your love course to run true, head to the Isle of Wight in May and pull up as many yarrows as you can find till you find one that backs up your love course, everybody. So, well done. Oh, thanks for that, folks. I needed that. Now then, let's follow that with Blow the Wind Southerly. This is a lovely, lovely song. Now, am I right in thinking this is a favourite of many of yours? Albert, am I right thinking this is one of your favourites? This is such a lovely tune. And we're going to sing this one all the way through. I'm just going to get my score up here. Now, hopefully there should be scores for this one in the description. This was a home choir score I put out. And again, I'm just going to have to tweak the tuning here. There we go. Okay, let's sing this one all the way through. Here we go. So here's your introduction. Everybody. Blow the wind southerly, southerly, southerly. Blow the wind south o'er the bonny blue sea. Blow the wind southerly, southerly, southerly. Blow, bonny breeze, my lover to me. They told me last night there were ships in the offing, and I hurried down to the deep rolling sea. But my eye could not see it, wherever might be it, the bark that is bearing my lover to me. Everybody, blow the wind southerly, southerly, southerly. Blow the wind south o'er the bonny blue sea. Blow the wind southerly, southerly, southerly. Blow, bonny breeze, my lover to me. I stood by the lighthouse the last time we parted, till darkness came down o'er the deep rolling sea, and no longer I saw the bright bark of my lover. Blow, bonny breeze, and bring him to me. Blow the wind southerly, southerly, southerly. Blow the wind south o'er the bonny blue sea. Blow the wind southerly, southerly, southerly. Blow, bonny breeze, my lover to me. Oh, is it not sweet to hear the breeze singing, as lightly it comes o'er the deep rolling sea? But sweeter and dearer by far when 'tis bringing the bark of my true love in safety to me. Blow the wind southerly, southerly, southerly. Blow the wind south o'er the bonny blue sea. Blow the wind southerly, southerly, southerly. Blow, bonny breeze, my lover to me. Thank you, everybody. Carolyn says, Kathleen Ferrier and my dear mum. Oh, do you know what? I know so many people for whom this song means a lot. I remember I've told you about Mrs. D'Souza, my junior school music teacher, without whom, folks, I wouldn't be a musician. She used to sing and play this song, and I've also said she was quite an austere character. She used to stare at us from over these green horn-rimmed glasses and tell us things, us scruffy little Rumford oiks, say things like, it's angels, not angels, and so on. But when she sang and played this song, it's like she went away, and it was lovely to see her really love this song, and so she's passed that down to me. And hopefully, for those of you who didn't know it before, well, I'm now passing it on to you. Wonderful. So everyone, let's have a look at our new song today. This is Shenandoah. And as I've said, a huge thanks to Bill and Helene in California for suggesting this one. Folks, if you have any suggestions for songs we can do on home choir, please do send them to me. Okay, my email address is ben@homechoir.uk. You can also still use qchoir@homechoir.uk. That'll still get to me. And my only thing is, if you have a song to suggest, if you could send me the music to go with it, that's always greatly appreciated. Or at least point me in the direction where I can find a free score for it. Okay, I can't do copyrighted music on the channel without incurring the wrath of YouTube and various lawyers. So a lot of these songs, well, I try and find songs that we can share and share widely with everybody. So if you have specific songs, please do let me know about them. It's always great to do music that you suggest. Okay, so this one is it's a beautiful tune, and I'm sure many of you already know it. It's another one of these great pieces where once you've learnt the first couple of lines, you've learnt the whole song, which we always like here on this channel. So the tune, I'm just going to, again, let's put it into the right key. There we go. And if anyone's following along and playing, I am performing this one a tone lower. Why? Well, I'm a bass. And if anyone complains, well, I'm the one doing the singing. So, this is the bass version. It goes, "Oh, Shenandoah, I long to hear you. Away, you rolling river. Oh, Shenandoah, I long to hear you. Away, I'm bound to go, cross the wide Missouri." And that's the whole thing, ladies and gentlemen. That's the tune. That's everything. Okay, so let's learn this one line at a time. Let's do the first line together. "Oh, Shenandoah, I long to hear you." Okay, now in terms of pronunciation, if we could all sing Shenandoah rather than Shenandoah, okay, I think it'd make a nicer sound. Okay, so this first line, "Oh, Shenandoah, I long to hear you." It's after 3, 2, 3. "Oh, Shenandoah, I long to hear you." With me, and "Oh, Shenandoah, I long to hear you." Excellent. Then the chorus, which we all sing together, is "Away, you rolling river," and "Away, you rolling river." Excellent. Now, a couple of you might already have noticed this feels a little bit unusual in terms of where the beats are placed. This is a traditional song, so it was never meant to be written down. When you write it down, you notice that the verses, that is to say the line that repeats, is in 4 and then 3 in a bar. So for most of you, that's not going to be a problem. If you're trying to follow along on the music, that's why it feels a little bit strange. Okay, so let's sing from the beginning. "Oh, Shenandoah, I long to hear you. Away, you rolling river." Here we go. 1, 2. "Oh, Shenandoah, I long to hear you. Away, you rolling river." And then, "Oh, Shenandoah, I long to hear you." And, "Oh, Shenandoah, I long to hear you." Excellent. And then, "Away, I'm bound to go." Sing that for me. Away. 1, 2. "Away, I'm bound to go." Excellent. And then the last line, "Cross the wide Missouri," and "Cross the wide Missouri." Excellent, everyone. So let's sing the second half of that. "Oh, Shenandoah, I long to hear you. Away, I'm bound," and I've seen the words are wrong. That doesn't help, does it? "Away, I'm bound to go." I'll just quickly change that. That's how you can tell it's live. Okay, so "Shenandoah, I long to hear you. Away, I'm bound to go." Oh, stop it, flipping thing. Okay, so. As I say, folks, this is how you can tell it's live. So the second half, "Oh, Shenandoah." Here's your notes. 1, 2. "Oh, Shenandoah, I long to hear you. Away, I'm bound to go, cross the wide Missouri." Okay, let's go all the way through from just this first verse, and then we'll sing all the way through the song. Now you notice all I've done after the first verse is just to put up here the first and third line of each verse. Okay, so after each verse, oh, this mouse really is not enjoying this very much at all. Let's try this. There we go. So after each verse, you have "Away, you rolling river," and "Away, I'm bound to go, cross the wide Missouri." That's the chorus. So that comes back after each of these lines. Okay, hopefully that'll all make sense. We'll see. So this is the first verse. Here's your intro. Shenandoah, I long to hear you. Away, you rolling river. Oh, Shenandoah, I long to hear you. Away, I'm bound to go. Cross the wide Missouri. Well done, everyone. Let's sing the next verse. So, Shenandoah, I love your daughter. Away, you rolling river. Here we go. After 2, 1, 2. Oh, Shenandoah, I love your daughter. Away, you rolling river. Oh, Shenandoah, I love your daughter. Away, I'm bound to go. Cross the wide Missouri. Let's do the next verse. Ready? 'Tis 7 long years since last I saw thee. Away, you rolling river. 'Tis 7 long years since last I see thee. Away, I'm bound to go. Cross the wide Missouri. Next verse. Oh, Shenandoah, I took a notion. Away, you rolling river. Oh, Shenandoah, I took across the ocean, sorry. Away, I'm bound to go. Cross the wide Missouri. Need to read the words. Okay, next verse. Oh, Shenandoah, I'm bound to leave you. Away, you rolling river. Oh, Shenandoah, I'll not deceive you. Away, I'm bound to go. Cross the wide Missouri. Last verse, everybody. Oh, Shenandoah, I long to hear you. Away, you rolling river. Oh, Shenandoah, I long to hear you. Away, I'm bound to go. Cross the wide Missouri. Thank you so much, everybody, and thanks to Bill and Helene for suggesting that one. What a gorgeous tune. Wow. And good luck getting that one out of your head for the rest of the day. Oh, dear. Something about a really good tune, isn't it? Just warms your soul. Oh, thanks, everyone. Well, let's finish. Speaking of good tunes, let's finish with the Water of Tyne. This is just such a gorgeous song from Northumberland here in the UK. I'll see if I can make it slightly bigger. Can I make it any bigger? Oh, I can. Let's do this. Let's have a so everyone can see these words. Now, there's a link in the description to a different arrangement, but the words should be the same. All right, everybody. So this is my arrangement of this song. I'm just going to put it back into the right key. And thanks so much for being here, everyone. This is the last thing we're going to sing today. Tomorrow, 2 broadcasts, one after the other. Pastime with Good Company by Henry VIII. Henry VIII. And then a chat about Baroque music. So lots to look forward to. And let's sing this one. Okay. I cannot get to my love if I would deep. The water of Tyne runs between her and me, and here I must stand with a tear in my eye, both sighing and eyeing my sweetheart to see. Oh, where is the boatman, my bonny Hilly? Oh, Oh, where is the boatman? Bring him to me, to ferry me over the Tyne to my honey, and I will remember the boatman and thee. Oh, bring me a boatman, I'll bring any money, and you for your trouble rewarded shall be, to ferry me over the Tyne to my honey, or scull her across that rough river to me. I cannot get to my love if I would deep. The water of Tyne runs between her and me, and here I must stand with a tear in my ear, both sighing and dying my sweetheart to see. Thank you so much, everybody. As always, it's a huge pleasure to see you. And, well, although I can't necessarily hear you, I'm sure I can hear some of you. I can hear you singing along with me, and I can feel you singing along with me. So a huge pleasure. I will see you all tomorrow at 2 o'clock to learn this brilliant song by Henry VIII. If you've never sung anything from this period, do come along. It's really good. It's a great tune. It's got some really nice harmonies as well. Nothing too complicated. And by the end, well, I don't know, we'll all be like troubadours and minstrels parading around with sackbuts and crumb horns. It's going to be great. So I'll see you all tomorrow. Do please, as I say, get in touch if you've got any ideas for programme, ben@homechoir.uk. As I say, if you can also enclose a score that I can share with everybody, that's hugely appreciated. Do please click the like button if you like what we do. Do subscribe if you're not subscribed. Tell everyone about this choir. We are here every weekday at 2 o'clock. And, well, I just want to thank you again for being here, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.